Hello my loves, and welcome to another YouTube video. I'm so grateful to have you here on my channel today, so thank you for being here. And in today's video I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day to feel healthy and happy and nourished and well fed as a woman, to support feminine health and to support a strong and healthy metabolism, and just living naturally as a woman. We are natural beings. We are meant to eat natural foods that are made by the earth to nourish our bodies, and we have this beautiful sacred vessel that we get to experience life in, and it is important to honor that vessel. And one way that we can do that, a really big way that we can do that, is by nourishing our bodies with the food and nutrients and the energy that they need, so that we can be our happiest and healthiest selves and the highest version of ourselves, and become electrical and magnetic and create strong energy fields for ourselves. Nutrition is such a powerful way to cultivate your energetic field and become magnetic to beautiful things that you want to experience in your life. It's not just about eating certain food. It's so much more than that, and being healthy and eating natural foods is a beautiful pathway to experience a higher version of yourself and a higher version of life. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I usually wake up really early as the sun is starting to come up and I'm hungry. And having hunger first thing when you wake up in the morning as a woman is a really healthy, vital sign. It means that your metabolism is strong. It means that your metabolism is working. And it's really important to eat breakfast right when you wake up, at least within an hour of waking as a woman, because right when you wake up, your hormones are at their lowest for the day. This is why you wake up and you might feel a little sad or just a little weird overall. It's because you've been fasting overnight. You've been sleeping, you haven't been eating food, you haven't been getting sugar and proteins and fats to nourish your body while you've been sleeping, and you wake up and your hormones are low. And it's really important to immediately nourish yourself to start off the day and get your blood sugar up and get some nourishment in your body. And this helps bring your hormones up. As soon as you have something to eat in the morning, you'll probably notice you feel a bit better, your mood lifts a bit, and this is one of the reasons why it's so important to have breakfast right when you wake up. No skipping breakfast around here, you guys. Skipping breakfast is a recipe for a really slow metabolism, a body that's stressed out. Okay, so first thing I had today was a liter of raw milk, and I usually sip on a liter of raw milk in the morning. I'll start when I first wake up. This was like 6:30 today. And I have probably a cup or two of this while I'm in bed, and then I go back to sleep because I want to sleep a bit more, but I do wake up really hungry in the beginning of the day. So I give myself permission to go back to sleep, usually for about an hour, and then I'll wake up naturally and I'll keep drinking that milk, and I'll get up and do my skincare and make sure to go outside to get sunlight, because we are electrical beings and we need electrical energy from the earth and our environment, which means getting sunlight in our eyes first thing in the morning and then connecting our feet to the earth to get electrical energy from the earth as well. So I'll go outside and finish my milk, and I'll work on this liter of milk throughout the whole morning, usually over a few hours. I'm not drinking it all at once. I also had a few spoonfuls of honey when I got up, because it's really important to supply our body with sugar and carbohydrates. Sugar is really important for our health as women. Anyone that's telling you to not eat sugar, do not listen to them. I'm telling you that you should be eating sugar to nourish your body. Sugar is really important for our body to be supplied with, for a healthy blood sugar, for a healthy thyroid, for a strong metabolism. You need to be eating sugar if you want to feel full of energy and full of vitality. Raw honey is incredible for your body. It's alive and it has living intelligence. So when you eat it, it literally works with your body to heal you in ways and to give you energy in ways that you don't even have to think about, because it's living and it loves you and it does it for you. So I had a few spoonfuls of raw honey here, and then this was about an hour or two later after I had digested my milk and my honey and I had been up for a while. Then I started to get an appetite for meat. So this is what I had. I had this tartare with olive oil and a bit of honey on it as well, and then I also had these radish sprouts sprinkled on top, which are so yummy. And the reason why I like to have a meal with meat as soon as I can in the morning, sometimes when I don't wake up really hungry for meat first thing, I'll have milk and honey, and then as soon as I get an appetite for meat, I make sure to get in red meat. And it's so important for us as women to be getting protein. You should really be aiming for about 100 grams of protein a day, and I'm not suggesting that you track your food, but just roughly you want to be really nourishing yourself with a high amount of protein. It's really important for our hormones, for our thyroid, for our metabolism, for our skin. Animal protein and animal foods like red meat, and specifically collagen-rich red meat like ground beef that I'm eating here, are really good for your skin. They're really good for your joints. It's just so nourishing for your body. And obviously you'll notice that I eat my meat raw, and I rarely ever cook my meat, and this is for a few reasons. I personally just really enjoy the taste of raw meat. I don't really enjoy the taste of cooked meat at all. And then raw meat is also known to have more bacteria, more healthy enzymes, and more nutrients in it than cooked meat. This is why you hear people talking about eating raw liver and having rare steak, because cooking denatures and destroys a lot of the nutrients. And so when you eat meat raw, it contains more enzymes, more vitamins, more minerals, more nutrients. It's less denatured by the cooking process. And by no means am I saying you have to eat raw, and this isn't medical advice. This is just what I do. I personally just don't really eat cooked meat. I feel incredible eating raw meat, and that is what I had here. So then a little bit later, I think this was a few hours later, I went into town and I got some snacks to lay out at the park. I had this really beautiful fresh squeezed juice, which was beet, apple, lemon, dandelion greens, and maybe a few other things. I don't really remember. It was so delicious though. And look at that color. Juice like this is so powerful. You can literally see the energy and the richness in this beautiful color. It's charging your body with such pure life force energy. So I love having fresh juices like this. Make sure that when you're drinking juice, it's fresh, cold pressed, that you get it fresh at a juice place, or you make it yourself at home, because the juice in the store is pasteurized. And what does that do? They're heating the juice to a really high temperature, and it's destroying all of the beautiful nutrients that are living and alive and want to nourish you in the juice. So make sure that you're getting fresh squeezed, fresh pressed juice that still has all of these really beautiful nutrients in it to nourish your body and charge you up and give you electrical energy. Unfortunately, this juice was in a plastic cup, which I recommend not drinking out of plastic, but I was out and about and I didn't have an extra cup with me, which I normally like to keep with me, but all they had was single-use plastic, so I'm not going to stress about it. Stressing about things like that does more harm than actually doing something like that once in a while. And then I also had this really beautiful apricot, which I love, stone fruit. Look at that color. I want you to start thinking about the energetics of food. Food is going into and charging you up with life force and energy. And look at that really beautiful rich color of the juice that I just had and the apricot that I just had. And they were both the juice and the apricot are grown locally to me and are seasonal and organic, grown without pesticides or anything like that, which is also really important. When you eat foods that are grown near to you in your local environment, they contain the perfect array of nutrients that you need for your body to be healthy and happy and thrive. So remember to eat seasonally and locally when you can. Find little health food shops that support local farmers, or go to farmers markets where they have locally grown food, and you can talk to your farmers and ask them if they use pesticides or anything like that. Okay, then I went home for lunch. So I had this tartare, and you'll see these are raw cheese slices on the side, which I love. Raw dairy is really powerful and nourishing for the body. And then this tartare was raw ground beef with olive oil and more radish sprouts. And honestly, a lot of times I repeat meals when they feel really nourishing and good for my body, and I just know that it works for me. But I had the same thing for like second breakfast and lunch here. It's really getting in a lot of protein, animal protein here, which is going to make me feel so good. I was feeling a bit lethargic when I got home, and as soon as I had this meat plate, within minutes I was feeling so much better because I'm getting amino acids into my body. And I also had a few spoonfuls of honey with this for sugar. I always like to make sure that I have sugar at least every few hours. Maybe an hour or two later, I had these beautiful raspberries. And again, look at that color. They're so rich and so vibrant. These were grown close to me as well, so they contain a beautiful and perfect combination of nutrients to support my health for the environment that I live in. Later in the afternoon, I had this really delicious muesli bar. I got it from this church shop where I get raw milk. And oh my gosh, this is so delicious. Really pure natural ingredients like butter and oats and raisins, and I think it was brown sugar and a few other things. And you guys, I love sweet treats. I get so many messages from girls asking me if they can have sweet treats. Yes, have sweet treats. I want you to be eating sweet treats. They're so nourishing for us as women. Sugar is nourishing our thyroid, supporting our metabolism. And when you're making treats and desserts with real natural ingredients, there is nothing wrong with that. And besides that, they're so enjoyable. They make you feel happy. They make you feel love and bliss. And that is reason enough to have sweet treats. So this is your permission slip to start eating sweet treats and making healthy desserts at home. And I also had some raw milk with these muesli bars as well, which is so good. Like having a bite of the muesli bar and then having a bit of milk. This is like the perfect combo. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. And then for dinner, I wasn't super hungry for meat because I had 2 really big meat meals earlier in the day. So I made these really beautiful blue, purpley, swirly sweet potatoes, which are also local to me. And I absolutely love sweet potatoes. I boiled these first to get them a bit soft and then just did a quick roast in the oven to get the edges a bit crispy. I didn't overcook them. And then I roasted them with butter. And then after they were roasted, I drizzled them with olive oil, did a little sprinkle of salt, and then did some more of these radish sprouts. I'm actually obsessed with these right now, if you can't tell. I'm putting them on everything. They're so delicious. I love having herbs and putting fresh herbs on things, and this is the point that I was trying to get to, is it's really good to put fresh herbs and a sprinkle of greens on your meat because it helps alkalinize the body, which helps you eat more meat basically. And if you guys don't know, I'm really tall. I'm 6'3". I'm a very tall woman, and so I need to eat a lot of protein, and having a sprinkle of herbs and greens with my meat really helps me eat more meat because it alkalinizes your body and assists you in eating and getting enough protein. So that's what I had for my dinner. I also had that with a glass of milk, as you saw. And later in the evening, I had a bath and I had another glass of raw milk. Overall today, I had about 2.5 liters of milk, and I want to share this with you guys because there's so much diet culture, and maybe I should do a full video on this about diet culture, like diet culture myths, debunked that we shouldn't be listening to. Let me know down in the comments below. But I had over 2 liters of raw milk today, and raw milk is so nourishing. It's full of proteins, healthy fats, carbohydrates, and sugars, and beautiful enzymes and healthy bacteria. So good for your gut, so good for your skin, so good for building muscle, so nourishing for your hormones. Like, raw milk is such a superfood, and you shouldn't be scared of eating a lot of food or eating more food than other people around you because it's nourishing you. Think about food in terms of abundance. But I just want to give you the permission to eat until you feel full and eat until you feel nourished and satisfied. We have this beautiful body and we have hunger signals for a reason. If we get hungry and if we feel hungry and if we want to eat, it's because we should be eating, you guys. So listen to your body and listen to your hunger. And if you're hungry, you need to eat, and eat until you feel full and nourished and satisfied. Your body is so intelligent and so wise and so innately tapped into exactly what you need. If you're craving certain foods at a certain time, it's probably because your body needs the nutrients in those. I know that I go through phases with the food that I eat. Sometimes I go through phases where, oh my god, I just can't get enough oranges, or I just can't get enough honey milk, or whatever the food may be, or whatever the snack may be. Or sometimes it's ice cream. I love making raw vanilla bean ice cream at home. And I just trust that it's because my body needs what's in that food, whether it's like a certain enzyme or a certain mineral, or if it just needs the fats or the proteins, whatever it may be. I trust my body, and I really want to teach you all to trust your body. It is so wise, and we need to stop listening to all this diet culture that wants us to restrict food and be unhealthy and not be living in abundance. We deserve to be living in abundance. God wants you to be nourished and healthy. You have hunger signals for a reason. You have hunger and cravings for a reason. And as long as you're eating natural foods and you're not eating processed foods, which we're literally not made to eat, I should probably do a whole video on that. It's divine. Your hunger is literally divine. God wants you to be healthy and nourished and eat in abundance and eat until you feel satiated and happy and full. Yeah, okay, I just went off on a little speech there. I have so much to say about nourishment and nutrition and listening to our bodies and healing our bodies as women, because there is just so much culture today shared online about restriction and restricting fats or high protein, low sugar, or no sugar at all. Stop that. Do not listen to that. That is so detrimental for our health. We need to be eating balanced meals with proteins and sugars and carbohydrates and fats. Fats are so nourishing for our bodies as women. They're so important, and we absolutely need them. We should not be restricting them. We need to be eating them in abundance to be healthy and happy and nourished and fertile. So that was everything that I ate today. I have so much that I want to share with you and help you with your health and with nutrition, because it absolutely breaks my heart when I get messages from girls that feel like they need to restrict their food to be beautiful, or feel like they need to not eat sugar, or not eat sweet treats, or not eat fats, or cut food to lose weight really fast. No, we need to nourish our bodies. Our bodies are these beautiful sacred vessels that we've been given, and we need to honor them. And a really beautiful way that we can honor them is by nourishing them with nutrient-dense foods, natural foods, as we are made to eat from the earth. Our bodies are from the earth as well, and we literally can't process processed foods. Our body is not designed to intake and process processed foods. It creates distrust with the body, and it's not honoring the body. And that's another question that I get a lot of the time. People message me and say, do you have cheats? What do you mean cheats? And I think that they're referring to eating processed foods. No, when you have love and honor for your body, I would never want to put something unnatural and unhealthy like Cheetos or processed chips into my body. That's not made for my body, and I have no desire to eat that. Like, that actually just seems quite disgusting to me. It is literally poison. You need to start seeing processed food for what it actually is. It's poison. It's poisoning your body. It's poisoning your cells. It's causing disease within you. It's weakening your energetic field. It's weakening your intuition. You cannot expect to be in touch and in tune with a strong intuition if you're eating processed foods. It doesn't work like that. You are an incredible creative being with powers that you probably cannot even fathom. You are so powerful with the power of your heart, the power of your mind, the power of your energy. I want to help you create a strong energetic field for yourself, and the foundation of doing that is your health. And start by eating natural foods. Start by getting sunlight. Start by walking with your bare feet on the earth, by hugging trees, by connecting to nature, by spending time around these beautiful beings of nature. And watch what happens. Your intuition is going to come online. You're going to start getting downloads. You're going to feel purpose. You're going to start getting pings of what you should do that will lead you to incredible situations and incredible people and incredible opportunities and abundance and wealth and joy and bliss and happiness and health. And just watch what happens when you start taking care of your health. Just trust me on this, you guys. This is why I share what I do, and this is why I create content. If you're interested in becoming the most beautiful and healthy and happy version of yourself, please subscribe to my channel. I'm uploading on Wednesdays and Saturdays every week, so make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. And let me know down in the comments what other videos you want to see from me. If you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye!